Hands up!
On first down, Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's go, run the ball after
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of 4. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah, baby, boom.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. You know, the Cleveland Browns, Charles, it has been a tough season for them so far. Yes, they do have a couple wins, but 2-4-1 and another overtime loss in Week 7. This one at Tampa Bay. It's a team that could realistically have 5 or 6 wins right now.
Yeah, and I think that while they're keeping things competitive, as you mentioned, there could be some good news with that. I like their demeanor. They're not happy about being competitive. They want those wins that you just mentioned that they've let get away. 4th overtime game of the year already. But the good thing is Baker Mayfield is their starting quarterback. 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, a late touchdown that sent it to overtime, and then got beat on a 59-yard field goal by Chandler Catanzaro in the final 2 minutes of overtime.
Their 4th overtime game they've had this year. They're 1-3 in those contests. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Taylor back into his end zone. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Taylor to throw from his end zone. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down to the end zone. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Hey, gotta go. Blue.
following the fumble recovery. It's Trubisky. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Trubisky.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky.
Not only...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. On 3rd down, Trubisky. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there. Move the sticks.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky dancing to his... And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again, being chased out left. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get this.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Taylor. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now it's Taylor. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. On second down, here's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 46. Now Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Now Trubisky to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
18.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Stay at home.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 20. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Come on, gotta go. Back.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Take 4.
Red.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A couple of recent pickups. Taylor finding Landry for the Cleveland first down. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Brandon, offensively.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery.